Hi.
Hi! Hey guys, so I'm here with my friend Eleni.
Hi.
We got bored today and we dressed up like we were from Hogwarts. Girl, where's my wand? Oh, here it is. We went when we had a little photo shoot and we thought, to wrap it all up that we would read some Draco Malfoy fanfictions with you guys.
I'm a Slytherin.
Elena's a Slytherin.
I'm a Gryffindor.
So, okay, so we're gonna open Wattpad, right? So anyways, let's start reading.
Here we go.
Okay, so this is a YN/Draco, little thing. Should I just read this whole chapter?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna read the whole chapter. My Fake Boyfriend, chapter 19, The Kiss That Changed Everything. Okay, this is YN point of view. I was sitting on a couch in the living room with a cup of tea and one of my favorite novels held in my hand. In fact, I was so drawn into the book that when my mother called my name, I wasn't able to hear her. Someone looks happy, I said. I am, and you should be too, she spoke, causing me to lift an eyebrow in question. Noticing my confusion, my mother continued, We're going to an extravagant party tonight. What? I asked once again. We have been invited to the Malfoy Manor. Wait. Yeah, why did we just got informed this now? Why did we just got informed this now? So, yada yada yada.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Yeah, so she's got a blue dress on, right? And then now they're going to the Malfoys. Okay.
Haley. No.
Oh.
You're not getting them yet. It's for Christmas.
So there's this one and then this one.
But there's more gifts coming.
Oh, really?
Blah blah. Just one.
Okay, bye.
Where were we? All right, we're at the Malfoy Manor now. Oh my gosh, Narcissa gasped as her eyes fell onto me. My, YN, you've grown into a beautiful young woman. You look lovely, dear. I couldn't help but smile at her kind words. Thank you. Well, if it isn't Clearwater, Draco Malfoy taunted. A sly smirk playing on his lips. Malfoy, I breathed, turning my body to face him. Although when I did, I was certainly taken aback by the sight. Whoa, we both muttered in unison. He had his hair down rather than gelled back, which made him look older and way more good-looking. You look great, YN, he stuttered. You do too, I replied. How have you been? Malfoy was cut off when a tall brunette girl rudely stepped in between us. Bloody hell, how many conversations are we going to be interrupted tonight? Back off my boyfriend, you freak, Pansy Parkinson. I'm pretty sure he's not your boyfriend, and I was just talking to him, I said and laughed lightly.
Whatever.
She walks away, and then, I suddenly had to use the bathroom.
Just girly things.
After I finished, I washed my hands and looked into the mirror. I fixed my hair, straightened my dress, then walked out. I walked down the hallway and turned a corner to see Pansy trying to kiss Draco. Pansy, stop! I already have a girlfriend, Draco shouted. He what? I tried to ignore the slight pain in my chest when hearing Draco Malfoy openly announce that he did in fact have a girlfriend. Oh, really? Who? She spat. I shouldn't be there. It was wrong to listen to a private conversation, but everything changed when I caught Draco's gaze. Walk away, YN. Just walk away. I spoke this to myself over and over again, but no matter how many times I repeated those words in my head, I wouldn't move. I couldn't move. I was frozen in place. I mentally cursed myself. Maybe he didn't see me. Maybe I could still get away. As I was about to walk away, I felt a pair of arms latch themselves around my torso, turning me around. I looked up only to see Draco, gazing down at me with his somehow beautiful blue eyes.
Blue eyes?
Doesn't he have gray eyes?
I have no idea. I don't know why. I thought he had green.
I don't know. Whatever.
I had no idea what he was planning on doing. The only thing I was focused on was his eyes. His beautiful blue eyes. Draco's eyes flickered to my lips, and And the next thing I knew, he had slammed his lips onto mine, nearly knocking all the wind from my lungs. At first, I was in shock, not knowing what to do. I was currently kissing Draco Malfoy, my sworn enemies. Were we enemies?
I didn't know anymore.
I kissed him back. Pansy Parkinson gasped, her eyes watered with tears as she stomped away back to the party room. Sorry about that, Draco said, looking down. It's okay. It was only a one-time thing. I understand why you did that. Let's just go back to the party. I wanted to say something more, ask him why he did what he did, but I decided against it. Instead, I silently followed Draco all the way back to the main room. There they are, Pansy shrieked, pointing her finger at the two of us as we entered. I immediately froze in place, and there were so many eyes on me. Oh, honey, my mother cried, wrapping her arms around me. Congratulations! Congratulations? I asked worriedly. You and Draco, you guys make an excellent couple, she said and smiled. I gasped in shock. They knew. Pansy Parkinson told everyone. Everyone knew! On to the next one. Chapter 20, A Deal with Draco.
Okay, good.
I stared at my mother blankly, my brain stuttering for a moment as my eyes lay still. What? I stuttered, swallowing a huge lump in my throat. Oh, honey, it's okay. I understand that you feel embarrassed, she said, leaning forward and giving me a hug. That's not the only thing I feel right now, I mumbled angrily. Now that Pansy told everyone, I'm going to actually have to pretend to date Draco? No way! Before my mother could surprise me with anything else, I turned away from her and raced over to Draco Malfoy, abruptly yanking him away from his friends. Bloody hell, YM! I pulled him back into the hallway and looked back to make sure nobody else followed us. What's wrong? Draco asked. What's wrong? I replied, my voice rising with anger and confusion. What's wrong is that everyone now thinks we're a couple. Before me, Draco blinked twice with a dumbfounded expression. ... So? We need to tell him that this isn't true. What? No, he said, shaking his head. I stopped pacing and turned to him, my eyes widened in shock.
Why not?
Because Pansy is finally not bothering me. I can finally be alone with my friends without her hugging me or touching me in some way, Draco said back. I blinked once. Okay, first of all, the touching you thing, it sounds more of a you problem. Second, there's no way that us continuing with this lie is going to prevent Pansy from doing her dirty work on you. That's where you're wrong, Draco replied, his voice softening as he took a step closer to me. I really think that this could work. You mean fake dating? Draco shrugged, smiling innocently as he answered, Yeah, I guess. Whoa. No way in hell am I gonna date you, I said. Me and Draco? No way. Why not? He asked, puzzled with my response. Because, I spat, my eyes searching his for any sign of remembrance. We're enemies, remember?
Wait, really quick. Why are they enemies?
Oh, I don't even know.
Okay, anyway, keep going.
Can you open this? It locked me out.
There you go.
Anyways, she's like, we're enemies, remember? I wouldn't say that we're enemies, just people who sort of dislike each other, he said and shrugged. So, are we gonna do this? He asked, his hand reaching out and grabbing my arm gently. The silence was then cut off by the sound of my mother's voice echoing off the walls. YN! Get out here! It took only a moment for my eyes to fall on my mother, who was surrounded by dozens of people who seemed to have been from the Daily Prophet. YN, is it true that you're dating Draco Malfoy? A woman with curly blonde hair asked me. My voice trailed off, glancing at Draco, who gave me a pleading face. I turned back to the woman and smiled awkwardly. Yes, I said simply. Draco Malfoy and I are dating. After I answered this question, the rest of the reporters went frantic, shouting questions in my direction so fast I could barely keep up. Taking a deep breath, I rolled my eyes and began answering them one by one. I walked back over to Draco, who stood in the corner grinning happily. Can we go somewhere more private? I asked. I didn't want the press to follow me. Draco smirked.
Not like that, you idiot.
I said and smacked him on his arm. We went near the large pond and sat down underneath one of the willow trees. What are we gonna do? Draco asked me, picking at the grass. Don't we need a game plan or whatever those muggles call it?
Why do you not call them mudbloods?
Oh my gosh. I bit my bottom lip and began to think. Let's make a contract, I said out of the blue. A what? Draco asked, puzzled. You know, a contract. I began pulling out my wand and conjuring a pen and a piece of parchment. We both write down requirements so our lives don't get too messed up, and we have to follow them no matter what. So are we really gonna do this? Shrugging, Draco's eyes met mine as he replied, I guess so. I think we better get back inside, I began, rolling up the piece of parchment in my hands. The party is almost over. Out of habit, he then reached his hand out for me to grab, but I quickly denied it. You don't have to pretend to be nice, I spoke, pushing myself up off the ground by myself. Nobody's around. I began walking back to the manor when I heard Draco whisper something behind me, but I decided to ignore it and kept walking. Okay, now we're in Draco's POV. This goes back to when she was like,
So we're really gonna do this, huh?
and he's like,
I guess so.
I think we better get back inside. Hey, or, oh my god, what? Why end spoke? The party's almost over. Yeah, I said and hopped up. Without thinking, I reached my hand out to help her up. You don't have to pretend to be nice. Nobody's around, she said and walked off. Ouch! I wasn't pretending, I mumbled to myself. People think I'm the bad guy. My parents, my friends, hell, everyone does. I even think I'm the bad guy. But what if I don't want to be? Can I be good? Then I thought for a moment, I can't. It just doesn't work out that way. I stood up, pushed my shoulders back, put on a straight face, and walked back into my house.
Yeah, so
They made a deal, and they're like gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess. So thanks for being here with us, reading Draco Malfoy fan fiction.
We should do next time. Yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye guys, love ya.